All right, so one of the first things I learned on bass was by my dad was a plumber, and one of his foremen was this crazy guy named Steve who loved Led Zeppelin, but he could play bass, and he could play bass pretty well actually. And one of the first things he taught me was an E pentatonic scale, and it really paved the way for me to learn a lot of other things about the bass and about music. And the way he showed it to me was interesting. He didn't show it to me the way a guitar player would do it, where they do this. He didn't show it to me that way. He showed it to me like this, and I think I'm happy he did because it moves you up the neck. So he started on open E, and he would do it with he really specified he wanted me to use my pinky. So now I can use all my fingers, but in the beginning I thought that was a good notion to getting me used to using my pinky as well. So open E. So once again. And notice how it has these shifts, where I'm shifting with my index finger. There's the shift. And now here's the scale again. So you have it in 2 octaves basically. He showed it to me in 2 octaves. And then the other thing you can add to this, it would be the blue note, right? So where you go chromatic between these 3 notes. Yeah. And you could also do it in the open position where it's which in some ways restricts you because you're stuck in this open position. Both of them have their benefits and their uses. This version, and once I started getting a little more proficient at music, I realized I could add a few notes to my pentatonic scale to make it a little more colorful. So one of the first notes I remember adding just by playing around and messing with my ear was this note. This C sharp. I didn't know it was a C sharp at the time, but apparently James Brown Victor Wooten, when he was a kid, he called it the James Brown scale because it was funky. And if you end up, and it kind of has a Dorian sound, so all you would need to add would be this F sharp. And basically you're playing in D major, but it's the second mode of D major, which would be E Dorian. And it's like, for me, at that stage, major scale was just a pentatonic scale with 2 extra notes. It's one way to think about it. Hopefully this video helps. Short, sweet, to the point. Thank you, Steve, for showing me that bass line. You set me up for a career in music. There's the bass, and big bass in the back. All right, slap away from here now. Walk away.